If you think your growing season is winding down, stop right there. August isn't the end of your garden year, it's the start of a second harvest. Right now, there's a short window to get fall crops into the ground, and if you miss it, you could be waiting until spring to grow these vegetables again. Today, I'll show you exactly what to plant, how to plant it, and how much time you realistically have before cold weather arrives. Here's what many gardeners get wrong: they treat fall gardening like an afterthought. But many cool season vegetables actually perform better in fall than they do in summer. Crops like kale, spinach, and root vegetables become sweeter after a light frost because they naturally convert starches into sugars to protect themselves. That's not a drawback, it's one of the biggest advantages of growing a fall garden. Quick note before we begin: this guide is designed for regions with a true fall season. If you're gardening in a tropical climate like Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, or parts of India, almost everything here still applies. Just replace before your first frost with before your hottest, driest period, since that's what puts the most stress on these cool season crops. The days to maturity stay exactly the same. Let's start with one of the most reliable vegetables you can plant right now. Number 1. Kale. Kale is the crop you plant when you want a guarantee. It shrugs off cold down into the low 20s, and like I said, frost makes it sweeter, not worse. Plant it now, and by the time the leaves on the trees start turning, you'll be harvesting leaves off your own plants. This is a 6 to 9 week crop, so think early to mid-October for your first real harvest. Direct sow the seeds a ½ inch deep, a few inches apart, and thin as they grow. Don't toss the thinnings, toss them in a salad instead. If your summer heat is still holding on, give the seedlings a bit of shade cloth for the first week or two so they don't stall out before they even start. Number 2. Spinach. Spinach is your insurance crop. It's fast, cold hardy, and it actually prefers the shorter days of fall. Long summer days trick it into bolting and going to seed early. Plant this one now, and you could be eating fresh spinach leaves before the month is even out. We're talking a 5 to 6 week turnaround for baby leaves. Sow directly, about an inch apart, and keep the soil consistently damp while it germinates. Spinach seed is notoriously fussy about drying out early on. Once it's up, it mostly takes care of itself. Number 3. Beets. Beets are a 2-for-1 deal: the root, and the greens, which taste a lot like Swiss chard. Plant beets today and think of it as a project that wraps up right around the time the first cold snap actually arrives. Call it 7 to 8 weeks to full-size roots, though you can pull baby beets earlier if you're in a hurry. Sow ½ an inch deep. Here's a tip that trips people up: beet seeds are actually little clusters of several seeds fused together, so you'll often get a small cluster of seedlings from one spot. Thin them to 3 or 4 inches apart so the roots have room to actually bulk up. Number 4. Broccoli. Broccoli is the one crop on this list that genuinely performs better in fall than in spring. Spring broccoli is racing against rising heat the whole time, which pushes it to bolt early. Fall broccoli gets to mature into cooling weather instead, which usually means bigger, tighter heads. This is a longer commitment though. Think of it as an 8 to 10 week project, so you're looking at a harvest closer to the edge of your growing season, right before or right around your first frost. If you're already partway into August, start with transplants instead of seeds. That buys you a couple of precious weeks you don't have to spare. Feed it well early on to build strong leafy growth before the head starts forming. Number 5. Radishes. If you only plant one thing from this list because you're worried you're already too late, plant radishes. This is the sprinter of the vegetable world. Sow them today, and you could be pulling them out of the ground before your next credit card statement even comes in as little as 3 to 4 weeks. That means you can keep sowing a new batch every couple of weeks well into September and still get a harvest each time. Direct sow a ½ inch deep, an inch or two apart. Close to foolproof. The one mistake people make is not thinning enough, which gets you gorgeous leafy tops and disappointing little roots underneath. Number 6. Lettuce. Lettuce loves fall the same way spinach does. It bolts in summer heat, so cooler, shorter days are actually its sweet spot. Loose leaf varieties can start hitting your salad bowl in about a month, and if you keep cutting the outer leaves instead of harvesting the whole plant, it'll keep producing for you well past that. If you're somewhere still holding on to summer heat, start seeds indoors or somewhere shaded. Lettuce seed can straight up refuse to germinate if the soil's too warm. The moment things cool even slightly, it takes off. Number 7. Turnips. Turnips are underrated. Like beets, you get a double harvest root and greens and they shrug off cold once established. Plant now, and depending on whether you're after quick greens or full roots, you're looking at anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks before you're pulling them. Sow a ½ inch deep. One warning: turnips get woody and bitter if you let them sit too long in the ground past maturity, so once they're ready, get them out promptly. Don't let them overstay their welcome. Number 8. Collard greens. Collards are a southern garden staple for good reason. They handle heat and cold better than almost anything else in the cabbage family, which makes them forgiving if your planting window slips a little. This is a longer haul, 8 to 11 weeks, but you can start snapping off individual outer leaves well before the plant is technically done. Like kale, collards actually taste better after a light frost. In milder climates, they'll sometimes overwinter and keep feeding you clear into next spring. Number 9. Swiss chard. Chard might be the hardest worker on this list. It's cut and come again, meaning you harvest the outer leaves and the plant just keeps pumping out more from the center. First harvest lands around 7 to 8 weeks out, but realistically, you'll be cutting leaves off the same plants for months after that. Chard is remarkably cold hardy and can keep going well into the fall, even later with a bit of row cover protection. Number 10. Garlic. This last one's a little different. You're not harvesting garlic this fall, you're planting it for next summer. But late summer into early fall is exactly when it needs to go in the ground, so if you wait until you feel ready, you'll miss the window entirely. Think of garlic less as a fall harvest and more as a message in a bottle to your future self. Plant it now, forget about it through winter, and next June you'll get one of the most satisfying harvests of your whole gardening year. Order your seed garlic now if you haven't, because the good varieties sell out early. Separate the cloves right before planting, push each one root down about 2 inches deep, and mulch heavily over the top. So here's your lineup: fastest to slowest, radishes are done before the month is out, spinach and lettuce follow close behind, turnips and beets take you into early fall, kale isn't far behind them, and broccoli, chard, and collards are the longer plays that carry you toward your first frost. Garlic is the odd one out. Plant it now, harvest it next summer. The fast crops, you almost certainly still have time for wherever you are. The slower ones, check your frost date today, not next week. Your fall garden doesn't have to be an afterthought. In a lot of ways, it can outperform your summer one, especially if pests or heat gave you a rough July. Pick 2 or 3 of these, get them in the ground this week, and you'll be harvesting long after most gardens have shut down for the year. If this helped, subscribe for more seasonal planting guides, and drop your zone in the comments, whether that's a USDA zone, a country, or just hot and humid year-round. I'll help you figure out exactly how much time you've got left.